Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Last night I got a piece of news that have left me feeling very depressed and is making me wonder if there's any hope for Jamaica. Because I really want to think so, but every time I try, something comes up that makes me wonder if it's possible for any better to come out of here. And guys, this is pretty serious. And I'm going to share my thoughts with you. But before I do that, I need to give some credit to one of my fellow bloggers. He runs a channel called In Jamaica Official. I had requested and had been given permission to use a video clip that was originally on his channel, which was of course copyrighted material, and he was very gracious, and I think I have to give him credit for it. It was that video that I had used by showing the East Kingston killing of those 4 people on Glasspool Avenue at that football field. Well, I'd use that video to give people a general idea of what the area looks like. So, In Jamaica Official, big up yourself. Thank you very much for that clip. I love the cooperation between us as fellow Jamaican bloggers. Enough respect. And for those of you who would like to see more clips about driving on the streets of Jamaica, you can check out his channel. I'm going to put the link to the full video of the clip that I used. I'm going to put it in the description, and you can take a look. And if you like, you can subscribe. And also, that channel is by no means associated with the Advisor channel. This is just 2 fellow bloggers just trying to keep the thing jiggy. Because as they say, unity is strength. Anyway, now on to the topic. Guys, the sad piece of news that I can relay to you right now is that you guys remember that policeman who was mowed down by a car in Granville, St. James recently? I learned last night that he actually died on Sunday. The nurses and doctors did the best they could, but his injuries were just too severe. Because it wasn't like the car just licked him out of the way, it actually ran over him. So, he had a lot of internal injuries to a lot of his organs. And it's like, it was just too much. And he passed away on Sunday, October 20th. He managed to survive 3 weeks and 2 days following the brutal mowing down, which happened on October 4th. Now, to look at a human being doing his job, who tried to simply do his job, and part of his job is to protect and serve. And in so doing, one of the tasks he has to do is to stop pedestrians, stop motorists at random and check looking for bad people. And these guys driving the car just mow him down and just moved on. But guys, if you think that was sad, it gets even sadder. There is this piece of dregs, and I really cannot call it any better. This piece of dregs that call itself an entertainer put out a tune. I wouldn't even call it tune, because what them call music are not really music. Because him can't sing. As what him do, I just talk over some monotonous lyrics. Which of course is the in thing these days, because music no play again. Music no make a Jamaica again for the past maybe 8-9 years. Now, this piece of dregs that call itself Eddy G Bomba put out a song. I hear that was put out prior to the incident, but some people say it was put out after. I'm not clear on that. But I hear that following the mowing down of this policeman, this Eddy G Bomba put out a song celebrating the death of this policeman or the mowing down of the policeman. And I hear that this song is being sung by every little crebe in a Jamaica, which is virtually 75% of the young people in their teens to their maybe 30s. Now, if this piece of dregs, Eddy G Bomba, can actually put out a song celebrating evil acts as this, and it has gone viral, then you know say this country is really in a sad state. And to give you an idea of what this song is about and what it is saying, these are some of the words in the song. Me crack off a piece of skull. Me leave with around 1 million. Move with the speed of gun. The visa come. Me lick down police a ground. I could go on with the lyrics, but you get my point. Now, let's go back for a moment to the first line. Me crack off a piece of skull. What do you think that means? It means he must celebrate shooting somebody in the head, watch the bullet go through the man's head and rip off a piece of the man's skull, and the other side drop it aground. And look at these photographs. And these pictures were taken from the actual video to that specific. And you know, me not even gonna give the title of the video because I don't even want nobody to go even look up for it. Because we really have some very sick people on here which would want to go there to see it, to use it, to celebrate. These people are suffering from what the German would have a word for, which we don't have such a word in English, but a word called Schadenfreude. And Schadenfreude refers to people who are sick enough to love to see other people suffer, and when people suffer, it gives them a hard on, so to speak. So all those people suffering from Schadenfreude are not going to have me make it easy for them. But here you can see them attacking, entering a building, holding up the security guard after they enter. Grab the people them, rob the people them, take away the people's money, and then take home the money and go celebrate amongst themselves, throwing the money up in the air and all of that. And this is what the Jamaican kids from teenage to about 30 are interested in listening to and hearing and finding it as enjoyment. Now, with this kind of people in our society how are influencing our kids, how can we actually become a decent and just society with them kind of sitting here acting as role models for our kids, helping to grow and nurture our kids? Well, let me tell you something, You see, sometimes I say me would want to run Jamaica, Because, and I'm being honest now, I'm going to be honest. I've always said that I'm an extremist. And in this case, I would take a leaf out of God's book. And I would ask myself, in this situation, what would Jesus do? And because I know, I prefer to use the word Jesus, because I know that Jesus and God and the Holy Ghost is 3 in 1 and 1 in 3. So when I say God, I'm actually talking about Jesus same way. So, but Jesus sounds like a better term for using in this case. So I'm going to say, what would Jesus do? And people who don't confuse me. The way I want to teach me is that Jesus is the Son of God, and then God is actually himself come down in his Son. So the Son is the Father and the Father is the Son. So you don't confuse me. Let me say Jesus, for goodness sake. Anyway, what did Jesus do when all of the people them in a Sodom and Gomorrah are mess up and I want to hear what him do? Him just destroy the entire city, drop brimstone upon it, kill everybody and done. In nowadays, when in the days of Noah, when all the people them are mess up and nobody no good. But even though he make the whole of them and he made know say them that don't stand bad. But that's beside the point. That is politics. Now me just a deal with sociology right now. When God says if I make the people them I ever make them good and them mess up, what him do? Him just drown the whole freaking lot of millions of them and just get rid of them and done. So I would take a leaf out of Jesus' book. See if me around Jamaica, you see all the boy where them call Eddy G Bomba. Me I go for this at 2 a.m. And you never hear from that ever again in history. And me running a country, I would look out for every single body we sing songs similar to this. Anything similar. Because only the dregs of the earth would sing things like this. Nobody decent, nobody good, nobody will have any civility or any humanity or any compassion or any love in them would have sing them something here. So I would feel very comfortable if I just go pick you up at 2 a.m. Because sitting like you are the curse on the land. And everybody, right now I can think of at least 35 somebody like you. And there may be at least 3 times that. But I'm thinking of at least 35 somebody like you. Where I would go look up at 2 a.m. and them never heard from again. Because my first duty to my nation is to protect the children and protect the future. And anybody will sing anything close to this, anybody will sing anything close to this should disappear. I would rid my country of anything like this or close to you, because that is the only way I think I could protect my society. Because we have to understand, music played a role in everybody's life. Remember all those little memory gems you used to sing at school? And how positive they were, and how we back in the day memorized those, and how they affected our life in a positive way. Please, people, don't listen to the damn ass them who tell una say music is just music, and music can't make nobody do what them did want to do. Do not forget that it was Bob Marley and Peter Tosh music that freed Africa in the 70s, when those black liberation guerrillas were fighting to free themselves from the European oppressors. Don't forget that it was those songs by Bob Marley, Rita Marley, the High Trees, Peter Tosh, Burning Spear, that those black liberation fighters motivated themselves with when they were going out to kill white oppressors. So don't forget that these people hearing about Splash Out Skull, like what Vibes Cartel sing, and all those other piece of dregs, they sing about Splash Out Skull and Splash Out Marrow and Ray Ray. They're gonna such things is gonna influence the mind. The lyrics are powerful. Words have power. Why would not think the organization will have the initial, the C, the I, and the A? They go pay the laborite them to kill Bob Marley. It was because he was having too much an influence, positive influence on the black liberation guerrilla groups in Africa. And if Washington can know that, how, if you can't figure it out, you have Down syndrome. If me around country, one of them tune I couldn't play in my country, anybody who sing anything like this I go disappear. Why? Because it is the only way I see now that I can protect my country is by weeding out every single somebody who has spread this vile, this bitter, this poisonous, this venomous sounds that they call entertainment in my country. To you, Constable Minroy Codner, rest well. You're a hero. The pieces of dregs who took you out are nowhere near as valuable as even your excrement. Guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.